tingle through strife and storm, seem guardians defend. Their mission pure, their promise sworn, steadfast till the end. Mysticians seek what lies untold, with spells of newfound lore. Lighting paths and opening gates to magic's very core. Raise the banner, let it fly, united we stand tall. A spirit bold and a courage bright, to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Raise the banner, let it fly, united we stand tall. A spirit bold and a courage bright, to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do.
Yeah, everybody, read Show Abercrombie's first law series. It's a good book. Ignore all the pee talk. Or don't. It's part of the story. I guess. Anyway, welcome to episode 12 of season 5, everyone. Today we are going to Simmons' hometown. That hometown is called Cowl. They live underneath the surface of the seasoning side. They are bats. So, are there still some of the... Are there any more of the RP cards up? I can't remember. I meant to check and then I got busy.
The one with one.
Okay, so there's one more narrative card out there for the upcoming speakeasy. We'll tell you the day once we have that solidified.
It's gonna be next weekend.
It's going to be next weekend, but we don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday. We have lowered the internal rarities of the Pirate Queen cards for the Sea Devil Crew Glow Up, and also for the card that allows you to play one of the 2 free NPCs that for the next Pirate Queen that we're gonna see starting next month. They've both been reduced again, is what I'm supposed to specify now. So. And with that, I don't think there's any more big news things. Let's just get right into it, everybody. I will introduce our players. So we have Arthur, played by Will.
Hello.
We got Vidra, played by Fee.
Hola.
And we got Simmons, played by Chris.
I told you I was gonna bring the mugs.
What are...
In one piece, I was hoping.
I'm sorry, it was an accident.
Well, you're going to have
Hello.
to solve the mystery of how to put them all together.
We'll get it. We'll get it done.
So the blue circle on our map here, you can still see it underneath all of these generous card pack buying. Excellent. You see right here, this is the range of where the bats live. They live near the mountains, but under them. They live near that lake, but under it. And they live near the forest, but again, under it.
Well, I guess we're going to be on a road trip to get there, so I'm going to use my taxi driver tag to make sure that we've taken the most efficient route come hell or high water.
Roll me 2d20. Let's see, like, if you guys can get there before anything gets worse.
Yeah.
All right, 19, full success, absolutely. You guys, all right. So Simmons, you get a call, and the fact that the bats have phones now is interesting. I think it's like rotary phone style. You know, like pick up the receiver.
Like the on the wall.
Oh, absolutely, on the wall.
Okay.
Or like a dispatch, almost like a operator situation.
I mean, I was thinking like a bat phone, but okay.
Ah.
Yes. Oh, did they call you, or did they shine a light up from underneath the caverns that just has Simmons' face on it?
I feel like the light then makes somebody else make a phone call. There's a very convoluted series of communication problems.
So, what you have been made aware of is you're being called by Keaton, like one of the elders. There are 2 elders at all times. Right now, there is Valerie and Keaton. They've asked you to come back as their senior adventurer / explorer, the most seasoned of all of them. Like, a new group of caves has been unearthed, and people have been hearing whispers down there, and there are like sightings of strange figures moving in the shadows, and like 3 of your old friends, like a little less seasoned, maybe the class before, the class after you, at your, the generation right after you. They want to prove everybody that they are also great. And they went out there. Somebody was hurt. You're unsure which one was hurt, but 2 are missing. But you guys are able to... You're able to get Arthur and Vidra real fast, and Arthur is just like slamming on the gas. You guys take the ferry to across that. You end up in Delve, and then you hit the street perfectly, no problems. So you're a little early, which is good. So you end up. This is underneath. You guys have to park above, and then take rope ladders down into the city of Cowl. Cowl has outposts and big sections. Like, people live very rurally a lot of places. So there are bats that people still consider like part of the community that they have not seen in decades. But this is the main cluster. This is where the elders stay. This is where our snack storage is. The medical building is over here. The training hall is over here. The communal beds are here, where it's just a bunch of rafters and bats hang from them.
All the important stuff.
All the major stuff, like your community center is down here. But we get down here in record time. You guys made it here faster than anybody has ever made it from Silver Thimble to Cowl before.
Kind of like a bat out of hell.
Oh man. I want to give you like a present, but I don't know how.
Is it meatloaf?
Nice.
Well, anyway, Simmons, you're the local expert here. Where should we start on this?
Well, we definitely got to head straight through the what are they called? The people at the gate, as it were, and to just push right through them because they know who we are. We don't need to worry about them right
Oh
now.
yeah,
They're like Paul and Steve.
gates
Just
are
get them out of
wide
the way
open. The gates
and
are
just
wide
go
open.
right in to the elder's house and be like, "What's go?" Just like kick the door in and be like, "What do we do? Hold on? What's going on?"
As you kick the door open, you see Keaton and Valerie throw the snacks that they had in their hands in the air as you gave them a jump scare. They were not expecting you this fast.
This guy drives so well.
There was a blood oath involved, you know. My name is Arthur Fortes, and who am I speaking with here?
I'm Elder Keaton, like wiping some of I'm gonna say dehydrated grubs off of his chest. Like as they hit the ground, he reaches down and starts picking them up and putting them back in his snack bag. I'm Elder Keaton. This is Elder Valeria, and she mouthful on Valerie, a mouthful of grubs. Says, "Nice to meet you."
Charmed. This is my associate.
They're both really good. You can trust either of them. They're fantastic.
I'll take that under advisement. This is my associate Vidra, and of course, you know Simmons. I understand there's a case to be solved here.
Peter just has the camera out and is just recording everything.
I think the city is common knowledge that it exists, but not a lot of people come down here because who wants to go underground? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying. So, Keaton walks up to Simmons and is eagerly shaking Simmons' hands. He's like, "Excellent, excellent, Simmons. Glad to have you back. Now, lately, the terrain has gotten a little unpredictable. I know and he puts down a map, and it is definitely in Simmons' handwriting that people have just traced over and over again. And it's just like, you mapped these tunnels. It's like, if you look here, and there's a post-it note almost, the size of a post-it note, put down on the map. Showing
Who did this?
It's that's what I was getting to. Miller and some of his friends went deeper and discovered a side tunnel. It goes further into there. Whispers, rumors that they were haunted. Every time somebody went down there, they would swear that they were hearing something or being followed by someone. But you know Miller, once he gets it in his head, he had to go. He took Hutch and Sambjorn down there with him, and only Miller came back. And he's in a grievous way. The doctors are still seeing to him right now.
Is he gonna be okay? Is he gonna be okay?
The wound is bleeding, and it's resisting a lot of our medication. If you or your friends have any medical know-how from the greater world, you should stop in. I think he might be stable.
Did you give him the grubs?
We gave him so many grubs, and
And that didn't work?
He threw some of them up.
This is serious, guy. Do you, Arthur, Vidra, do you know, is there anything you think you could do?
I can take a look. I can't promise anything. I'm not a doctor by trade, but I've had to stitch up enough of my own wounds in my own time that I might be able to help out with that.
How's the light
Betty.
situation? I can always have a flash on.
I think it's pretty dark in these cases. They have what we as humans would consider mood lighting, basically. But for them, that is as high as their lights go up.
Mm-hmm.
Here is like they will guide you to the medical room, which all of the houses connect to all of the other houses, but via hallways.
It makes perfect sense. It takes a little while to get used to, but after you can, it's like a second. It's easy, no problem.
This is Miller. Miller is laying in a bed. There are beds for the sick or the infirmed, but most of the time they just sleep from either hammocks or hanging from the ceiling.
I remember this place. I've been in here. Oh my God, Miller!
Then doctor standing over them is just looks up and he's just, oh, hi, Simmons.
Hi, hey, what? It's. I point at Miller. I'm like, what?
Well, as you can see, he got himself poked. We're not sure by what, but it is really not loving the herbs. And he takes like a handful of glowing lichen and pushes it into the wound. And slowly it starts like a little bit of smoke is rising out of it. The herbs and the poultice has always worked before. It worked on you plenty of times.
What is? Was that smoke?
She's like, it must be really hot in this wound. I think it might be an infection.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna basically lean on my spiritualist tag and see if I can use my sight beyond sight to see if there may be some supernatural infection here.
In case everybody is worried about how Arthur might be a spiritualist, remember, he just invokes Angela Lansbury. Well, not Angela Lansbury, but her character from Murder, She Wrote.
Yes.
Correct.
Jessica Fletcher.
Yes.
Jessica Fletcher.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Yeah, give me 2d20.
On it.
A 2 and a 19. If there was a... But don't worry about it. Like, let's leave that there, everybody. You can see around it. There is a part of his spirit, like there's a hole in him. Whatever stabbed him right there, and whatever like caused this wound, is null. And whenever they are pushing the lichen in there, the lichen is magic in its own way, and it's just being burnt off.
Got it. So, I'm just gonna relay that to the doctor. It looks like there is a fragment of null metal in Miller's wound here. Have you been able to work to remove that that shard at all?
I didn't know anything was in it. We thought he just fell down. He hasn't been able to talk since he got back. I thought he just fell on something. There's something in there?
Yeah.
He like definitely like shakes all of his fingers on his hands. He's like, I'm not exactly the surgeon.
Just get it. Just reach in there and grab it. It'll be fine. We've done this plenty of times.
Wash your hands first.
Wash my hands. All right. So he goes to the sink and washes his hands very, very thoroughly. Comes back. He's got like, all right, Rupert. He's got tweezers that look like just straight out of Operation.
I'm gonna shine a light so he can see. I'm gonna use my flash.
I'm deeply skeptical of this man's credentials.
No,
Would
he's
you like
fine.
to
You
do
can
it?
trust him. He's fantastic. He's the best. You can trust him. It's great.
And this is all like
every
the
single person that we meet.
Yes. Again, I look deeply askance at you, just like, but I'm ready to step in if I need to.
All right, Simmons. Roll me 2d20 and take the lower, as your naive tag is working here. You believe that old Bert Bat can take care of this.
Oh God!
Like, you guys see the 8, but you don't see the 1.
What have I done to Miller?
Okay.
Oh no!
Well, hold on. I got production value for this.
I mean, this is exactly perfect for me rolling stuff. It's fine.
He's not dead. He's resting.
he was just squirting blood everywhere. Oh God!
You stunned him.
It's like he holds something up, and it might be an organ. It's like, is this it? Did I get it?
Arthur, is that a spleen? I don't know what those look like.
It's still connected to things he's pulling.
Someone should check his pulse.
There's gonna be blood that shoots like in a random spot across this map, but don't worry about that. I just
The best,
But I
you
have,
say.
like- So is he the thing that did he get the thing out that was bad
absolutely
as well?
not. It's buried way deeper. It's like, I don't think there's anything in here, guys.
Oh God! Just put it back in.
It's like, okay. It's like there, Miller.
What do we do? Did he wake up?
No, I don't think so. I think he probably groaned quite a
Do they
bit.
still have a pulse?
Yeah.
He's still alive. I think he's still alive, but he is not going to be having a great time. The null shard that has been left inside him is significantly deeper now. He has 10 HP at max, for the record. Right now, he started at 5. I think now he's down to 3.
Okay.
This has always worked before. I don't know what's happening.
Just like the poultice has always worked. You just rub it on the wounds and it gets better. Us bats are very good at healing.
Sure.
But not this one. He's doing a terrible job.
You're blaming your patient?
It's always worked before. The only change is this guy. Like, look at Miller laying there, not even trying to get better.
I'm gonna step in and gently push the bat doctor away. Let me
I thought
take
you
a
were
look
going
at
to say
this.
all the organs back in.
Well, he stuffed the organs back in. I'm gonna try and see if I can. I'll pull out my evidence gathering kit because it's sterile, and I've got a set of tweezers in there, plus gloves. I've got a PPE like face shield on and everything just to make sure that I don't contaminate anything. And I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pull the shard out.
While he's doing this, Simmons is talking to the doctor. Like, what is he? Why does he got all that stuff on? What is he doing?
That's not very bad of him this way. Doesn't he know all you need is a bunch of grubs and a bunch of moss? It cures everything. Just rub some dirt in it.
The best, you say. All right. What do I need to roll to try and get this thing out?
I would say you could use Investigator to get a second D20, or if you just
Yeah, let's
want.
do it.
Yeah, go for it. Give me 2 D20.
Let's do it. So I'm trying to investigate what did this. So that's a 14.
Yeah, it is successful. You get the shard out of there. It does do another damage to him, but that's just the way of. If we suddenly lose power, it's because of weather, everybody.
Noted.
Like, if we disappear, assume that it was that. Or it was the end times. Who knows? But if it's the end times, you all went out with us.
Yeah.
Could be
Can't
worse.
think of a better way.
What a way to go in our imaginations. So you pull it
Or
out.
through this hand's chest deep in a bat.
I mean, art is resistance, so.
So yeah, I pull out the shard. What do I see? What does it look like?
It looks like the tip of a manufactured dagger. It looks like it hit one of his ribs and broke off in him. It does appear to be null metal in origin. You have seen this make and model in the underworld. It is a pretty quickly made null metal casting dagger.
Who typically makes that?
Typically the users of these are a group that used to Krieg got unaffiliated with them recently because Krieg has had us and Krieg had a conversation in the background. They are known as the Sharp Dressed Men.
Of course.
They have stepped away from Krieg and have started up their own business, smuggling art and weapons for people around the Echo.
Okay. All right. I'm going to hold on to that and make a mental note to strangle Krieg next time I see him.
Oh,
How many
And
times is
Krieg
that? Like
divested of
16?
them. Yeah. He has.
dude,
Krieg does not like what they were doing, so he tried to divest of them completely. They are now functioning separately. They are just keeping the name.
of course. No, the fact that he got this started in the first place. That's
fair.
why. Like, God damn it. That stupid gecko. Always. All right.
This is all on camera, by the way. I'm documenting for
I
posterity.
forgot you're filming. This is, oh man, this is good.
All right. I'm gonna just file this away in the kit and stick it in my coat pocket, and then I'll turn to the doctor and say, okay, I've removed the contaminant. Now he should respond to your poultices as normal. Give it a shot.
How long does it usually take?
Well, a broken leg and or a broken wing can take upwards of a couple of days, wrapped in the nice poultices. You pack it full, like a wound this deep, packed full of dirt, and when the lichen's working, it should take only a day or two. Oh, this is a deep one though. And look, he reaches one of his bat fingers in and pokes the rib that is clearly broken. And there's a break in here as well. Wounds made by Null cannot be healed by magical means normally. You guys would know that. This lichen and dirt that they are packing is now and has always been magically healing these bats when they think that it is just like a poultice.
Hmm.
I had no idea it took that long. I'm normally, unconscious, so I don't really see that part. Does it really take that long?
It feels like it takes an eternity at times. Okay, our power did just flicker. Just so we know.
So end times, gotcha.
It's the end times, everybody.
Okay.
We loved you while we were here.
Nice knowing you.
Back at you. Love you too.
So, Miller, just to fast forward, he starts moving a little bit. He's just like, Simmons? Am I dead?
What happened? No, you're okay now. We shoved the dirt in you. You're good.
Oh. Finally. Oh. We're gonna be like you. We're explorers. We found a new tunnel. There's a new one. And then we heard voices, and we thought it was going to be haunted, and we wanted to go explore. And then a shadow bit me.
A shadow.
I didn't see what it was. It was just a shadowy arm. It looked like an arm, at least. Appeared and got me right in the chest. And everybody started running. I ran right back to the base. But Sandboy and Hutch, they split off. They went the wrong way.
We gotta go get him. We gotta go find him.
Yeah, the shadows could bite them.
I think we've got ourselves a direction. We've got the map that the elders had, right?
Oh,
We have a
absolutely.
copy of it. Okay. And I show it to Miller and like, can you point us at where they went the wrong way on the map?
Oh, for sure. It's like we made it to this tunnel, and he had drawn this map. It's like you don't see where we were because I might have left my map behind. But right here, there's a fork. There's a way to the left and a way to the right. They both went the wrong way. They both went to the right when we were supposed to keep going straight. But neither one of them have been particularly good with directions.
No, they went to that class with that other. Yeah, they should have went to the class that you were in, Miller. They took those. Don't worry about it.
It's just
Stupid.
like they said in class, when in doubt, just run straight.
Yes, that's the God. They should. We
You
gotta go
can't
get them, guys.
lost if you just keep going forward.
Right? You go until you can't, and then you're there.
Yes. It's like, oh, you have friends. Are they also from the Lockstitch?
Nice to meet you. My name's Vidra.
I'm Miller. I wish we could meet under better conditions. As Bert is at this time just mashing dirt into this wound, by the way.
I'm
Like
just
it
kind
does
of.
keep burning off, but the more he's doing it, the less smoke appears.
I'm holding my nose and kind of like looking at this, and I kind of figure we all have our own cultural things, but this is a little okay.
The smoke means you could like that smell that you can tell it's working.
Gotcha.
It's like when you leave
Is
the
there
hospital,
anywhere-
it always has that smell.
Is there anywhere that we could get like fresher air?
Absolutely. You could go deeper. Depends on what you want for fresh air. Are you talking about new air or the nice cool air? Because Simmons' map actually has a place like along the way that's just like, this place smells great.
There's water down there. It does. It smells fantastic. It's really, really nice. It's got like a
Water,
little
you said.
breeze. I mean,
like water.
sometimes.
Yeah. Are we just gonna head off in the area of the map, or do we want to talk to these guys some more? Because
I
Miller
think-
could use some rest, but if you know the direction, but you could talk to him. I'm fine talking to Miller and Bert.
Arthur's the investigator.
I think so. If we're dealing with a society where Simmons is basically the paragon of intellect, there's going to be limited value in trying to interrogate these guys. So
Not to put too
I mean-
fine a point on it.
That's the best thing that's ever been said.
I'm not wrong.
And like, as a city, this whole city has the naive flaw, for the record.
Yeah.
We could tell.
I'm kind of allergic to this. So let's go out into the wild.
Alrighty then. Like, obviously we go back through the town and we start finding the caves. And as you are walking through the town, you will notice the tunnels are not what you would call cleared. They leave all of the stuff on the walls. The homes are like stacked up stone and not specifically mortared stone. It is very quaint, very just adorable homes. Like each place is cooking food. Simmons, it smells amazing down here, but I do have to emphasize that it smells amazing to Simmons. And I'm not saying you guys don't enjoy the food, but the bats love stink flower, which is very smelly, like fungus, and they also love eating bugs.
Bugs I
You know
can
that
get
smell
behind.
in a basement?
Yes.
There's a little bit of that.
Mm.
That's fair. Are all the bats' clothes just always kind of damp?
No. Why would no?
Okay, my
There's
bad.
lights and stuff. Oh, I'm assuming their lights are not like electric.
No, I was thinking bioluminescent lichen.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Mhm.
You liking it?
Yeah.
I had to say it before Flynn said it in the chat. Fucking hell. Somehow Flynn still wins, Nika just said. But you guys get down to... This is the water. Like, this is all water down here. And it's very misty. And this is the opening to that tunnel that is new, Simmons. This used to be where it cut off. This is where the shadow bit Miller.
Okay.
You
All right.
can oh yeah, go right ahead. For reference, this is the part where he marked on the map, and you can see as you enter this room Miller's footprints running at top speed backwards. You see 3 footprints going in. You see one set of footprints coming out and running full speed, so you know you're in the right spot.
I'm gonna film that for posterity.
Miller
I'm
said he
gonna-
dropped his... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Miller said he had dropped his map, right?
Yeah, Miller definitely dropped his map.
I don't know if like combining the explorer tag from Simmons and the investigatives of Arthur, we could try to like find that.
I think that's a good idea. And meanwhile, I'm gonna slip my hand into my pocket and put on my null metal knuckle duster just in case.
Yeah, absolutely. Vidra, did you want to add anything to it? You could use your Tinker tag to use your camera to like film things if you wanted to. I'm not sure how you would use Manipulator, but you could if you could think of a way.
So, like, I'm assuming that we need essentially what is a flashlight. So I have my flash, like my light going, but it's going to like overheat soon. So I need to kind of find a way to make it not do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to like have like a little flashback scene of you back at when like in the car tinkering with it? So that
Because
you have
we
a
knew that we were
flashlight?
going to be underground the whole time.
Exactly.
and-
Like it's you guys got here at amazing speed, but you knew about it way ahead of time.
And torches were never going to be a thing that worked for this. So I definitely need to have made something.
For sure. All right. So, Arthur, do you want to roll? You roll 2, Simmons rolls 2, and Vidra rolls 2, and we just take the highest.
Sounds good to me.
That's so many dice.
That's an immediate 1, though. Because it was 3 successes, A failure. I'm gonna call this a tough choice. The one that makes it the really tough choice, but I'm gonna make it a tough choice. You know what? No, not that. I got a cool idea. Simmons? No. Arthur, you rolled the 1. Down at the bottom of the pool, there is a broken dagger down there. Like you can see it at the bottom of the water. It has glinted off Vidra's light. But as you are looking at it, you see something swim across it, casting a huge shadow. There is something living in these waters.
Oh, holy crap, what was that?
Okay. So without knowing too much about what's in there, like we're not in a rush. Vidra, can you maybe shine your light down into the water and see if we can capture see if you can capture on film the creature that we just saw there?
Should we like try to toss something in to either lure it or like scare it so it'll move?
Yeah. Simmons, I bet
Yeah.
you could go swim down into there and pick up that dagger.
Okay,
Oh,
that wasn't
Simmons?
funny.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Not to be a
What
skull
do we
boss.
need? Oh,
No. I'm not volunteering, but I think I'm probably the best swimmer of the group. No offense.
Do you have your little drone thing? I'm wondering.
Oh, the little thing that does like can be sent into other rooms.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you could maybe use it to create like some lights above the water to maybe lure the fish out.
Do we have anything like food?
yes.
Okay. Drop it in. Don't go swimming.
Okay.
Not all of it. Do you have like grubs?
Yes. Yeah. I was gonna say he begrudgingly just throws the whole pack in, but you
Oh,
you were quick enough that he's just like he's about to drop the whole pack into the water, and he goes, okay, and then just throws a bunch of random like bugs and shit in there that he has just packaged in like little bags.
I'm
Like
so
treat
glad
bags.
we've all learned that we have to just clarify real quick before the other characters is just like, here I go. It's like, don't kill him. And then like it's like, I had the gun out and everything.
all right. So
So-
did anything
Oh,
go
Simmons?
after our food?
Are you throwing in grubs? I think absolutely. This it is about the shape of a barracuda. You can see that it has just blind eyes. It does not see via it does not see very well, so wherever you were pointing the light was definitely what was attracting it.
Mm.
Like the grubs, are they dehydrated grubs or were they alive until we threw them in? Either way is fine. They're just grubs. People eat things.
Wait, what? I missed that.
What were your?
yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
no, they're just like they're not dehydrated or anything. They're just like I
Squiggling.
just got them at the store,
Okay.
the bat store.
They're
Oh,
fresh.
hold on. In case you
They're
thought I
in, like,
didn't
little
look at bat
packs.
store, this is in fact a bat store. All of these jars are full of snacks.
See, yes, exactly.
It is the most guarded room in all of Cowl.
It's an important room.
It is
Where's
full
the
of snacks.
trust?
They're in like tiny little burlap sacks.
So yeah, you throw them in, and because you said that they are moving, you don't have to make a roll. This creature like comes up and is just devouring these grubs. Like, this is. I have not named these fish because I do not know a lot about fish in caves, but its tags are thick hide, fanged, and survivor.
Please don't
This-
go swimming.
About how big is it?
It is about the size of a small crocodile, a caiman. Is that what they call them? What do they call like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
yeah,
the little crocodiles.
yeah, it has very thick looking scales. Like the scales are so big they are independent. You can see each one independently, even in this low light. Almost like a crocodile scales. But
Gotcha.
it is
So this thing is like 4 to 5 feet long.
yeah, 4 to 5 feet long. 60% of that is mouth.
No, thank you.
I'm assuming they're like I've seen little ones of those further in like closer to home, like little teeny guys, but
For sure,
not.
if you
not
want to
the-
like establish that, absolutely. If you want to name these things, absolutely.
I don't want to name them. I'm not right the second.
It's
There's-
fish
there's-
with two e's.
Yeah, there you go. But the hi. I think it would be like super little tiny guys, like tadpoles to frogs sort of thing situation. But
Okay.
like this thing is horrifying to me because I've never seen anything that big.
Bert loves the little ones because they're tougher to chew, so it's like you can chew on them all day.
It's like bat gum.
Bat gum.
So those are gumfish, which makes it funny because they have giant teeth.
When they're smaller, those teeth just are chewable. They're very pliable.
Bleh. Texture.
This is a horrible thing we've done. Yeah, I like this.
So, looking at the teeth, does it look like this is the sort of creature that could have perhaps eaten a body?
Oof. Roll investigate. It could be the size of something that could eat a body.
Yeah. Like, do these look like these would be the type of? Does this look like it'd have the type of jaw strength to be able to get through bone and cartilage and all that stuff, right? Because we got to figure that in this ecosystem, there's not a whole lot of fleshy mass, right?
Absolutely not. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So realistically, it's probably been surviving mostly off of probably insects and such. Like looking at the way it went after all the grubs, yeah, that's probably what it's been living off of.
Every once in a while, the grubs get too weighted down, or like they just fall off the stalactites.
Or they
Just
fly
like
too
dumped
close to the water, or they hatch in the pools or whatever. And then
Absolutely.
it
Crunches
yeah,
down.
yeah, that's where and this one just would have to have just lived for a long time and just kept growing. So I'm gonna go ahead and 2d20 then if this is investigate.
Yeah, for sure. So, a 9 is just a tough choice. You see the fact that there is nowhere near enough blood in the water to say that, like, you saw the wound on Miller. This only happened hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys hauled ass, you were able to drive. You covered like hundreds of miles in a very fast time for that 19. But there's not enough blood. You can see the track for Miller. Now, you can see which direction the bats went, or Okay, yeah. You can see exactly which direction the bats went, or you can find another set of footprints going a different direction. That is your tough choice. Like investigating it, you know 100% that whoever dropped that knife did not get eaten by this fish. This fish
Gotcha.
is incredibly hungry, which is eating the grubs, and there's not enough body parts or evidence around. The only way to be 100% sure is to catch the fish and carve it open.
Necropsy
Yeah,
is not our forte.
I don't think that I don't think there's a whole lot of value in that. However, so we've got two choices here. Like our primary goal here is to recover the bats. Finding who did this is a secondary goal, if at all. So let's focus on finding the bats first, and then maybe we can come back to here once we've recovered them and follow that path. Does that sound good to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to not be near this giant fish and to be near my friends. Yes.
So, the scene ends with like some sediment swirling around the null metal knife and just covering it up as the fish swims and eats the rest of the grubs. That's just down here now. We'll see if it ever has anything to do with anything.
Y'all
should
don't
be
drink
fine.
out of this water, do you?
I mean, where else would we get it?
This water? This
Should we
pool?
not anymore?
Probably.
Okay. I'll okay. We'll put up a sign or something.
So as you all continue after the bat footprints, in the tunnel ahead, you hear what sound like voices in the distance. Is it a sneaking up situation now? You definitely hear what sound like voices. It is echoey down here. The Vidra and Vidra, you might be more used to it, but Arthur, you used to like echoes of a city of evil, like flat walls, yeah, some trash and stuff. But sounds in this place are ridiculous. They bounce off one wall, but then another wall is covered in lichen and completely muffles it, so you can't tell where anything is down here.
Is there any way for me to kind of adjust the microphone settings or the make something so that like almost like headphones so that for him so he can kind of zero in on which direction things are coming from?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a tinker roll.
Cool.
2d20.
I like this idea. This is cool.
A reap and a sow. Okay. So that counts as
Interesting.
Okay. You hear two very clear things. One sounds like an owl screeching. Everybody can hear that. Simmons, Vidra, Arthur, all three of you hear this no problem. It's echoing through the place. It is coming from the direction you're going. What the microphone picks up is, what the hell was that? I don't know what that was. Did you find the kid? I have no idea where he is. It's just like, he might have seen what's going on here. We gotta catch him. It's like, I know we gotta catch him. Why weren't you better at just stabbing them? It's like, my knife fell in the water. Why didn't you go after it? Did you see the size of that fish? It was huge. I'm not going in there. And it's just like, you're gonna get in trouble for losing that. It's like, shut up. We just gotta find the other one, get him to come back with us, and make sure he didn't see anything he shouldn't have seen, or he won't tell anyone. And she's like, then, like, wait, what was that? I don't think we're alone in here. Whew. And, like, then it goes quiet.
I'm not the only one who heard that, right?
I think you'd be the only one since you've got the headphones on, right?
I gave it to Arthur because he was having a hard time
Oh,
figuring out where
right.
stuff is.
Yeah. Okay. So that actually tells me that it might be fruitful to cut these guys off first, and then go for the other bats. Simmons, you feel like being brave?
What are we doing?
We're gonna go fuck some guys up.
Simmons pulls out the Tundra rock, the gigantic fucking Desert Eagle pistol, and he says, "Where are we going?"
All right. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna follow in the direction where I heard the thugs were. Since we know that they're going to be going after the other bat, we want to make sure that we stop them before they can get there.
Because it was still a 20, you guys can sneak up on them. The one is in the background. You do all still continue to hear what sounds like owls screeching. And then Simmons, you almost feel like you can hear pleading at the same time you were hearing the owl screeching.
So, are we just like walking into a situation where they're not even paying attention to us, or?
Yeah, these two little like salamander guys are dressed rather sharply, I'll have you know. They are currently looking around at the area that the screeching is coming from, but they're like shuddering in fear. And they are looking around scared. They are not seeing you two. And you three, you are not what they are scared of. They are scared of something else.
Arthur, what's going on? Vidra, can you see anything?
At this point, I turned off my light, or at least turned it down to dim so it wouldn't give us away. Maybe put a hood over it.
So do we just go loud, or do we just wait and watch and see what happens?
You know, I'm
Go
able
ahead.
to make a flashbang out of like extra like flash, like the batteries and like the things.
It's amazing.
Do we want to like try to blind them?
I think that'd be a really good idea.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
and
warn
then
All right. So we know where they are. So I think. Does anyone have like you have good strength, Arthur?
yeah. You want me to chuck it?
I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna tell you like, so you'll hear the you remember the last time because of the noise.
Yeah.
It
The charge.
make sure that you chuck it before it gets to its full charge.
Gotcha. All right.
All
do I
right.
need to roll anything on that?
You
or a
don't.
tinker.
We're gonna have to roll the tinker though.
Yeah,
All right, go for it.
is that still 2 or is that 1?
Yep, 2d20.
Okay.
Simmons immediately closes his eyes.
A 19 and an 18. And then as it is like near perfectly made for you, and you were just throwing it out at their feet, Arthur, like
Yeah, I'm just gonna have it land right at their feet, in sort of a clump of soft lichen, so they're not gonna hear here at land. Like it's basically just going to be right there, and then pow, and then I'll basically avert my eyes while it goes off, and then after the flash is gone, I'm just going to rush in and sock the one on the right with my knuckle duster, and then point at the other one for Simmons to take with his Desert Eagle.
Absolutely. Vidra, what
Mhm.
tag do you want your flashbang to give? Do you want it to be the blinded tag?
Yes, definitely blinded or disoriented, is if that's a thing.
Disoriented, blinded, the stun could even work if you wanted.
Hmm. I think blind. Well, no, they're in a dark place anyway. They probably can see somehow. Let's go with stunned.
Absolutely. For the future, like you can just make this attack now. We have seen
Okay.
you make it. You can just say, "I'm making a flashbang," and then make the roll, and you will have it.
Okay. Yeah.
So that goes off. So, now roll your brawler for
Yep.
to sock him in the face.
Yep. Not
Wait,
great.
no, you don't have to. He's blinded. We set like
Oh right, yeah.
yeah. Roll a roll a d8 for me.
Okie doke. 1.
Yeah, just one damage. Hit him to the ground. Simmons, you're standing there. You've been told to shoot this other one, and obviously you did just pull out your gun.
Can I like scramble up and just like point it at him and wait for him to be able to see, to be like, oh god, I have a gun pointed at me, and just yell out like the equivalent of freeze, or just scream at him or something?
Yeah.
Just start blasting.
Is this charming? Can you charm this man?
He wouldn't. So threatening and charming. What's the difference? Let's see. I guess I'd run up and just like say, God. We didn't get names or anything. We just got these. Oh, here you go. Run up to him and say, you look really well dressed. I'd hate for your shirt to get ruined. What are you doing here?
Like he blinks a couple of times and he's just like oh, what's going on? And it's just like, oh, check it out, it's the bat. It's just like, hey, Mr. Bat. Oh, there's a gun. He raises his hands. He's just like, now, we weren't gonna hurt you. We just needed you to talk to our boss. We were gonna get it squared away. And he looks around and he sees Arthur and Vidra, and he sees his friend on the ground with a bruise on his cheek. She's like, we weren't hurting anybody. We just hi. We didn't know there were more of you down here.
Hold on. More of
just taken in the caves.
More of me. More bats. Where are my friends?
So I have good news. One of your friends is with the boss. They're having a nice little meeting. It's going to be great. You should come and talk to them. We can all get on the same page about what's going on here. The other one ran, and they points down at the footprints on the ground that ran past this room, and where you are hearing an owl screech.
That noise is horrifying, right?
Oh yeah, it's a terrible noise.
Not a
What is
hoot-hoot.
that? I yell at them. What is that?
It doesn't sound like a bat. It's just like, I'm a city guy. I don't like these caves. I'm not a huge fan. Can you put the gun down?
Don't put the gun down. That's an owl.
Simmons, you would know that underground there are burrowing owls. They are about the size of griffins. They have the leg strength of much larger creatures, and they burrow very quickly.
That's not terrifying.
You're going to tell me where my friends are, or I'm going to make a very loud noise, and the owl is going to come out here. It's your choice.
Yeah, one of your friends is like probably being eaten by that owl right now. It's just like, my friend is on the ground here. Your other friend is having a meeting with our boss.
Hey, Arthur, maybe we should go away. If the owl's gonna come here.
You know what? Let's see if we can lure it out. We can maybe buy some time for whatever it's menacing. That might be good. And meanwhile, I hear that owls love salamanders. So I look at Simmons. You know, like what would be a good tasty treat that would send one of those burrowing owls this way? You know, I hear that salamanders are good this time of year. What do you think on that?
Salamander, they probably wouldn't really. The problem is it wouldn't really last for very long, and we would have to get away pretty quickly. But I'm really good at accidentally calling stuff to us, so I can always make sure that something can come here.
Let's lean into that, shall we?
Every time Simmons tries to do like a scream to get people to go away, and it always backfires and calls everything to us.
I've been here for a couple of those.
I want to do that on purpose.
Yeah, you know what? I think that is I think you could use Charming, Folksy, and Explorer. I think you could use all three of those if you wanted to roll 4d20.
That sounds like a goal.
All right. Scream to an owl. 3 successes and a tough choice, so like absolutely.
I'm gonna hide first.
That's a solid plan. That's a solid plan. What did your scream say, by the way? Just
It was kind of like a taunting, but really just like a noise that like they would interpret as a big ol' like fuck you from one of their own. And then I just point at the guys, the salamanders. Be like, it was them. They did it. It's like putting a kick me sign on your friend and then like telling him it was somebody else.
yeah, the owl runs right to the one that's on the ground. That one gets like immediately gulped up, just whole body, just
Oh god.
owl detaches its jaw situation, slurps up that first guy, and then starts chasing the second one.
Suggest that maybe Arthur grabs Simmons and we book it.
Yeah, let's do that. And let's go back towards where they said that the other one was getting attacked.
Interrogated?
Yeah.
The boss or where the screaming was coming from?
Let's go where the screaming was coming from.
Screaming for sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. See if there's a chance.
Uh-huh. Well, this tracks. Simmons, how you feel about killing some baby owls?
I'm not a fan.
This is what it takes to get your junior detective badge.
Stop lying to him.
We can get out of the look with mom, whoever that one was. I'm sure is related to these. She'll bring back 2 new friends. We can trade off. And Simmons just starts walking toward the baby owls. Puts the gun away and starts walking toward the baby owls with his hands out, like, "Hey, friends!
Do you have
It's,
any
it's
more
me.
of
I'm
those,
Simmons."
those grubs?
Oh, he's got a bunch in his backpack for sure. That
Feed
he's
the baby
currently
owls.
wearing. That's a good idea. Vidra's, yeah. Simmons takes Vidra's suggestion and just like throws a bunch of them all over the place,
Yeah, roll me
and then just keeps
2d20.
walking.
Yeah, it's just
In their
throw some.
mouths.
Yeah, they do enjoy the grubs that you're throwing out. My roll 20 has stopped working.
Do I recognize the little guy? Which one it is? I believe this is Hutch, you said, right?
This is Hutch. Yep. Hutch is pretty wounded, but not as bad as he could have been if you got here hours later.
Is he like conscious?
He is conscious, curled up in a ball, and the little birds just they are bigger than he is. Owls do keep just taking like bites trying to get him. They have his backpack open and they are almost through all of his snacks.
Hutch, drop the bag. Drop the bag and come here.
It's just like, owls can't talk, I'm hallucinating. Owls can't talk, I'm hallucinating. It's just like, play dead, play dead, play dead.
Move closer and yell at him again.
So
Are you gonna go up and touch him?
one of them is staying like on its back, and the other one is moving in for your grubs. One of them is very much there. Our power is flickering quite a bit right now, so
Oh,
just so everybody knows. It feels like the gun is really heavy in your hand, Simmons. As you approach Hutch, the other owl looks up and it's just like eyes staring at you. And it's like lion paws for talons, as it like puts one of its feet on top of Hutch and squeezes, and you can see the sharp claws like starting to puncture through his like thick but only so protective spelunking gear.
what do we have that we can throw to just distract these things?
Can you fashion another one of those flashbangs, maybe?
I mean, one trick pony, but sure, yeah,
It would distract them all right.
it would. It would probably hurt their eyes, but we could book it. We should totally do that.
Yep. All right.
Here. Go ahead.
All right. The thing though is that it's going to attract anything that can hear it.
Simmons know a different way out of this place. Like, I know it's an undiscovered section of the cave, but like, would he be able to sort of figure out a different direction to go?
I think
based
if you
on
rolled me an explorer, we could definitely
Yeah.
see.
because then if like they could distract, if we could distract, I could be like, let's dive this way and get out of here.
Like, I don't want to be a threat to the babies because I don't want to be a threat to the mommy.
Right.
Even though it does, like...
Simmons, something in the area, what looks like just part of the wall, almost feels like it's smiling at you. The area itself feels like it is looking to be helpful. Can you roll me a charming? Yeah, you
15?
could have rolled 2, but you can take that one. You can just take the 15 and not have to
Alright.
worry about another one. Absolutely. Karst, you can see this just adorable bat trying so hard to not hurt these owls. Clearly, he wants to help his friend. Can you give him a hand?
Definitely.
Hello, everybody. This is Karst, played by... I don't think we ever asked you if you want to be called Spinked or your actual name.
Either is fine.
Okay, because I introduced everybody else this way. Everybody, this is Karst, played by Amy.
Heyo.
Welcome!
Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Took me an hour and 33 minutes, but we got here. But how would you help Simmons get his beloved little friend out of here?
So Karst is just gonna like melt out of the darkness and the shadows of the wall and make the most ungodly fucking noise that is kind of similar to the warning noise their mom would be making to scare them to the back of their nest away from the prey.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a... This is a monstrous for sure. It would probably be... You could use any of your tags for this one. You have 10 tag points, so feel free to spend as many as you want. If you want just 1d20, you don't have to spend anything. But you can go all the way up to 4.
We'll just do 2 and hope I'm lucky.
Yep, that does it. They snapped. So it was a 12 and a 20, everybody. They snapped to attention and just had... You sound exactly like a warning call from their parent. They flee to the back. Hutch, like, pulls... Because he's got both of his ears wrapped around his eyes so he can't... so that the owls couldn't get them. He lets one of them go and sees Simmons. She's... Simmons, you're here! And what is that thing? And behind Simmons, you all see... I don't think we see full Karst yet. I do think you see more like... I'm about to put it on the screen. More of that vibe coming out of the shadows of the cave around you.
Is it like coming off the wall or something?
It's hard to tell to me, and like stop me if I'm wrong, Karst. It's like, what if the cave itself, all the lichen and the twigs and the branches and the things that you've been seeing around this area were formed into parts of a person?
So Vidra sees this and is just immediately like scrambling, trying very hard to keep like shaky cam on the thing, but I've also kind of like, I don't want to shine lights into the little bird's eyes or anything like that, and I'm just scrambling backward.
Yeah, give me a 20-sider. This is just, even a 1 isn't the worst thing in the world. Wow. All right. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it does tell us one thing. Karst, if you are cool with it, you cannot be caught on camera.
I would love that.
That's awesome.
It really goes in with the, like, if you don't know Karst is there, it's hard to even see them. So Hutch pulls himself up and he's just like, Simmons, hello, I was getting eaten by owls. They took all my snacks. They got them all.
We got more snacks at home. Come on, we gotta.
Be careful. There's a really big one. Also, I don't want to pry, but what a big shadow you have. Unless that was you. I think if Karst stands still long enough, he sees the area where Karst was, but can't actually focus on Karst. So, like, he's staring behind Simmons quite a bit.
Yep.
This. Did you? We'll figure that. We got to figure this out, but we got to get out of here too. So I just grab Hutch and start backing up and look around, and I'm like, "What? Do I see Karst?"
That's up to Karst.
I feel, yeah, probably. Like, if Simmons looked at Karst, like, directly, they would probably just, like, give a small wave. Just a very tiny, like, hello.
That would immediately result in a handshake attempt. Immediate. If there was a wave, if Simmons would immediately go, "Hi, I know we have to go, but I'm Simmons. Come on, let's go. Nice to meet you." Reaches out his hand.
Peter's just horrified watching this.
Karst kind of looks at the outstretched hand and, like, recoils just a little bit because they don't understand what's going on.
Okay, thanks. We're gonna points behind him at Arthur and Vidra and just kind of backs up with Hutch, and it's like, we're gonna go. You can. I got snacks. If you wanna.
You should be able to move the token now. If you want to introduce, absolutely follow that.
No, I can't pull him. But anyway, yeah. Go back to pull Hutch back to Arthur and Vidra and be like, we got him.
All right.
I don't know what, but helped. So, we're friends now.
Are we?
Mhm.
You're not going to eat us.
Karst hasn't moved forward, but they shake their head like, no, you're safe.
You all hear the sound of the mature owl. Oh, first, you hear what is unmistakably a gunshot.
That wasn't me.
Possibly mistakenly for Karst. Karst, you've never heard a gunshot before. But you heard a loud sound, followed by the screech of the mother owl in distress.
Okay, so I was more afraid of that and angry at why would they hurt it? Like, okay, we gotta go. We gotta go make sure it's not dead.
Go back to the awful people.
They might not survive this, but the owl, like, it's got babies.
Yeah, hearing the scream of pain or whatever, Karst is going to just absolutely rush by everybody to try to get to large owl.
Hutch is just like, did we find Sandbjorn?
He's next on the list. She? It. They're next on the list.
Absolutely. So, let me just get us there. So, here's what you see upon arriving. You see multiple salamander people. You see Sandbjorn tied up to a box. Just like nodding their head back and forth, like this is just a normal day. You see the salamanders all armed with what appear to be... Oh, I've got two of you. All armed with null metal pole arms, or we call them consonant typewriters. They are basically Tommy guns, and they are trying to unload on this giant creature. I am going to roll 4d20 for them. Okay, they did... Two of their things got off, and I'm going to do 1d20 for her. Okay, she's doing bad, everybody. She has taken 17 damage of her 30 health.
Ouch.
That's more than half. I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
And you all are coming up on this scene. Like all of these like full, very sharply dressed people, their plate mail has suits painted on the armor.
I love that.
I'm gonna kill that fucking salamander.
Sandbjorn is tied up to one of the boxes. He looks over and sees you all. You can see him trying to get his hand up to give you a little wave.
I hold my finger up to my mouth. Shh.
Sandbjorn just opens their mouth to say, "Don't worry, I'm going to be quiet," and then it's just like catches it and gives you a big wink. And then he looks over and sees Simmons, and both hands go waving as hard as they can, being tied up.
All right.
The owl has been shot multiple times. She is less than half of her health, so in Dungeons and Dragons terms, we would call it bloodied. You can see the fact that she is hurt.
All right. So Vidra, what do you have in your bag of tricks?
Actually, legitimately going and rummaging inside of a bag, trying to see if there's anything like the flashbangs won't go for the entire cavern, and it would be obvious where they came from. I mean, we could try to talk to them, but that seems... Actually, I have my camera. I'm just gonna go like, okay, so who was it that was in charge? Somebody hired me to do a documentary down here, and I do not know where I am going, and what in the heck is that? Looking at the owl.
Oh, you're gonna just do the whole, like, you stumbled into the situation?
Well, I'm gonna be like, no, I am supposed to be here. Somebody hired me. I am like, no one was there to meet me at the opening of whatever. I am going to go full, like, entitled everything of like, I'm supposed to be like taken care of.
Go full director.
Who's in charge? Go full direct, like go full like, this is all a mess. Why is that poor little owl bloody? Why are the scene is a mess? I can't possibly film in this situation.
Absolutely. Give me Give me Charming and Manipulator. If you can use either one of those two, you could use them both if you want to.
How many dice would that be?
If you use both of them, it would be 3d20.
Okay. I think I'm going to do both of those.
Yeah, that's a nat 20 right there, so... So, as you, like, walk in, the owl not in love with what's going on. Like, still, like, stomps its, like, giant feet. You walk out, everybody's like, hola! Like, one of the salamanders pulls their Tommy gun at you, and then the, tortoise in the background is like, you idiot! And stomps his foot down. You don't harm anyone from Holt! It's just like, I'm terribly sorry, madam. As you can see, and, like, the owl pecks at the tortoise and he slaps it away with his shield. No damage, but there is just a constant pecking little fight. It's just like, as you can see, one of these beasts got loose. And it's just like, we don't mean to harm it. We're just passing through. And it's just like, hello there, fans of... I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. What show are we on?
What's the news channel that, like, I absolutely hate?
News Channel 6 is the one that everybody hates. It still exists, although nobody trusts it. It's a terrible news source. News Channel 11 is the beloved news source. Everybody does like them. People, it's the good one.
These are not good people, so News Channel 6 it is.
Just like,
Doing a
News Channel
documentary?
6, okay, absolutely. Then, by all means, we're down here clearing out these tunnels from magical monstrosities. Watch
Okay.
as we tear this one apart.
No, you may not
No.
do that.
No.
You know why? Because we have been under so much fire for doing all of those, like, cleanup jobs. People don't like it when we show on camera that we are being mean to the animals. They like the animals. They assume that this thing has chicks somewhere in this cave system and that we're just wholesale murdering. We are not doing that. We are going to let it go, and we are going to do a nice little fluff piece about how we are preserving the ecosystem in these disgusting caves.
As he blocks another beak attack, he's just like, now hear me out. What if we kill them all, leave no orphans?
That's worse.
How is that worse? You just got mad at me about leaving orphans.
No. Because we are being, like, eviscerated in the like, all of the other news stations. They are all coming for us. They're making everybody go against us because all we're trying to do is protect the citizens from these monstrosities. But no one's listening to us. No one cares. No.
Simmons, KARST, and Arthur, while this conversation is going on, you do see the bat tied up to the box, multiple boxes back here of what we can only assume are contraband, the tortoise very eagerly trying to make sure the camera stays on him. The other ones are, like, trying to move around the owl. Like, you rolled a 20 and you have his full attention. But he is doing a very bad thing. And he already knows that you can see him, like, it clicking through his head, how he's going to get rid of you without anybody knowing.
I'm going to give my spare camera off to Arthur and say, make sure that you get all of the B-roll possible.
All right, and I pull the camera up and I start basically rolling. I'm just fully rolling and everything, and then
Can I notice, or any of us notice, that this person is, like, looking at me like he's got ideas?
For sure. There is,
Okay.
you can notice by like his actions, like he's doing little like subtle signals to his people to try to like motion them around. Arthur, you know when somebody's about to like double cross you. You all
Yeah.
like he is about to ambush you, but you all still have a leg up on it.
Okay. I'm going to.
I want to just set the rest of the stage for
Oh,
everybody.
sorry. Yeah, go.
No, you're good. Simmons, your dear friend, is tied up to this box, and KARST, you can feel the anger of this owl. Like the whole, like you can feel not just the anger of this owl, but the anger at these things being in the ecosystem. They have something on them that is burning the lichen. There's something in these boxes that does not belong here. And there is something in the owl that is really making your overprotective flaw flare up. There is not just the owl's hurt, but something is buried in the owl, so you can't feel it anymore.
KARST hates that.
And it's just like it looks like to you, the owl has holes in them. And also, Hutch is just waving at Sambjorn a lot. That is like they're just waving back and forth.
I'm gonna direct Hutch to go try and untie Sandbjorn while we deal with the baddies. I'm gonna try and go up and I'm just gonna rush. I'm gonna actually make like I'm getting good B-roll. I'm close up on the tortoise there, and then as I just kind of move within lunging range, I'm gonna lower the camera and then just try and sock him in the face, the knuckle duster.
I say that this is a dummy camera that's meant specifically so that it, like, we don't care if it gets ruined.
Cool.
It's just got a camera, but instead of film, it's just a brick.
Pretty
With
much.
a light on it.
Yeah. No, it's like the lamp that I have that's like a little brownie camera that doesn't have any actual camera guts in it.
Absolutely, I'm down for that. So you can roll as a group activity. You guys could both just roll a 20-sider and like sock this dude in the face with this. Like you have made it. You have, and you are acting on it. And who are you hitting? Can you target the turtle or one of the salamanders? I'm sorry.
Turtle.
Turtle.
All right. The turtle is the biggest of them all here. He has a large kite shield in the pattern of a turtle shell. In his right hand, he is holding it is basically a pick, like a warrior's pick that is made out of null metal.
Mm.
Is there
Alright.
a way for KARST to assist this slightly and like kind of circle around the group, come up behind the turtle, and either like jam their fingers in their eyes or like hold onto their hands or restrain them in some way so that Arthur can get a better hit?
Yeah, absolutely. What? So, yeah, I could see you basically using any of your tags again, or all of them, as you would want. Are you trying to bind them, or are you trying to distract them?
I think being driven by the overprotective need to just make these guys stop existing, KARST is moving more for restraint / damage.
Okay, yeah, so I would say Monstrous and Naturalist are the two that you could definitely use for this. You could roll up to 3 20-siders. This is going to count as an attack, so if you want to use one for an extra 20-sider and then one for an extra damage, that would be fine. It would cost you 2 tag points to do that. Do you want to roll? Yeah, roll me 2d20 then.
Yeah.
15 does it. All right, so you get to bind him and do damage. Roll how much damage? This is going to be 2 10-siders for this.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just did 14. He has 20 HP in full. So you are
Nice.
setting him up to be annihilated by Arthur here. You did 14 damage. Does that mean like you did stick like the vines in his eyes?
Yes, just like in his helmet around. Yes. Inundate him.
Gross.
You see him like see Arthur coming. He blocks the first attack and the owl's attack, and just like points his mace at Arthur in challenge. And he's just like, "Don't come any closer. I don't need any more pitch." And then you're right up in his face, Arthur, with a camera, with
Yep.
a brick in
That's-
it.
Yeah.
With a
Basically
brick in
weapon.
it. And then and basically just trying to fainting with the camera. And
Also,
then
the flash bulb is
Yeah.
super like glass breakable. Owie.
oh yeah. Yeah, I'm fainting with the with the camera. I'm gonna hit him with the knuckle duster though for the actual main damage. And then I'm going to try and see if I can channel the spirit of Jessica Fletcher and give a really stern talking to the rest of these salamanders after I dispatch their boss. So 2d20 for the hit.
I don't even think so. You can roll me 2d8 for hit like the damage. This dude's not moving
Okay.
out of the way.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He had not a ton of health left. So,
Yeah.
wait, he had 30. He is at 3.
Nice.
Or were you looking to kill him? If you were looking to kill him, he can just be dead.
I don't mind killing him.
Then
Like-
absolutely.
And meanwhile, I basically, again, like I say, I channel my inner Jessica Fletcher, and I let them know that there will be no pie.
You're scolding
Unless-
them.
Yeah, I'm gonna scold the hell out of them, like an old lady from New England.
So you are aware of the well-dressed men in general anyway? Do you know any of them? Can you scold any of them personally?
Yeah, I mean, like I was one of the founding members of the Sharp Dressed Men, like, and so I basically I'm just gonna grab one. I'm just gonna say, hey, I know what you do. I know what your whole thing, your whole shtick is. I was there from the beginning. What are you trying to do down here?
While this is happening, Karst is slowly circling around to another one of the guys because they do not care about any of this. Like they're not gonna take action against anyone. They're still kind of listening to see what's going on, but prepared to fuck up another guy.
The salamander closest to you, like the one behind you, hands up, terrified of having roots reach into its nose and kill him. One of them still fighting off the owl the best that it can, and the owl is currently unhinging its jaw to swallow the turtle.
So one thing real quick. I'm gonna be like, hey, if you do that again, let me get it on camera. With the vines and the eyes thing.
That's okay. He's like, please don't do that again. The owl does drop it because this creature and the turtle is wrapped in null metal, so it's just like you see it just kind of scratching it at the armor, trying to rip the plate mail off of the turtle, and he's dead, so we don't have to worry about it. But the turtle is gonna get eaten if we don't do anything, and I'm perfectly fine with him being eaten. I'm just saying.
Why would we do anything?
Oh, the bats are all just like. Adorable. Alright, so I've forgotten my own names. Hutch and Sandsworn are just like, what's going on? And Hutch is just, can you believe it? Simmons made it down here. It's just like, I thought that was Simmons. You looked like Simmons. Hi, Simmons.
Hey guys, what's up? Have you seen how cool this you get? This is fantastic.
I'm tied
What's
to
in the
a box.
boxes?
I don't know what's in the boxes.
We've untied him from the box.
They didn't. Oh, she's like, I was tied to a
We've
box. They
definitely
didn't like
untied
me. They didn't like me seeing the boxes, and they said that if I could promise to keep my mouth shut, they wouldn't have to hurt me.
We've definitely been opening the boxes while everybody's been doing stuff because nobody's paying attention to us. We're just little guys.
These boxes have constant typewriters in them. There are 6 of them in one of these boxes wrapped in like straw. There are null metal bullets in one of them. In the same one as the constant typewriters, there's a bunch of null metal bullets. In another box, you see mana batteries. Basically antiques for us. They look like they were a bit waterlogged. Like they are not the best condition. They're kind of rusty, but they're still glowing incredibly green. But they exist. Another one has just straight gold bars in it. Just a pile of gold bars. And then the last one I want it to be artwork, but it is in fact a bunch of hymnal glass. It is shards and broken, but still here, piles of stained glass from not stained glass, broken pier glass from hymnal. If you touch it, it still vibrates and sounds like a tuning fork. Like this glass is very good at magical resonance. It is not magical itself, but can be used that way. I'm trying to get KARST on the screen. KARST, you are behind this one that is still trying to fight the owl, but the owl is basic. Let me roll for her real quick. Don't want to like make assumptions. Okay, so she rolled an 11. He rolled a 13. He is fighting it. The owl has now fully turned its attention on this little guy down here. Well, Arthur is talking to this guy. This guy is scared of KARST. There are 3 bats going through boxes. There's a dead turtle.
If
I
there's
don't know
still,
what. Go ahead.
if there's still a salamander that's attacking the owl, KARST is going to try to kill them.
Absolutely. Roll me. Are you gonna use one of your tags, or are you gonna just raw dog it?
I mean, I'll use monstrous again. I like being monstrous.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so a tough choice. Here's a tough choice. That's not even that much of a tough choice. This guy is going to unload with his consonant typewriter. He's gonna like start, which is just a Tommy gun, but they fire nasty null metal bullets. I'm going to roll a 12-sider, and that's how much damage the owl is going to take. Or, and that's so that you don't take any damage, and also, but he can die right now. Alternatively, I'm going to roll a 12-sider, you take twice the number that I roll in damage, because these bullets hurt you real bad. But then you can also kill him. And you will protect the owl from whatever that damage number would have been.
Me, go big or go home.
Alright, here's the 12. Yeah, I'll roll the 12-sided afterwards. And after you make the choice. So you take 8. The owl would have taken 4. What is it? So, null metal completely evaporates magic. It's there and then it's gone. It leaves holes where the magic was. Eventually, you can recover from it, but it's going to be like you're going to have 4 large holes in you underneath your coat, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
The owl sees that happen, by the way. The owl knows that you protected it. How you kill this guy monstrously that is going to terrify the other 2? And maybe the bats.
I would like, insofar as it is possible, given how much armor it is wearing, to just tear it apart into pieces.
Go for all the hinges?
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so this room is just full of bits of this guy now. I'm not gonna roll to see how Simmons feels, but this is for the 2 bats. A higher number. Okay, they are terrified. Simmons, Hutch, and Sambion are hiding behind the boxes. I think they might have gotten in one of the boxes and closed the lid.
Guys, you're not supposed to be in that. You probably can't breathe that. That's not stuff you should be in.
You hear them nailing it closed from the inside.
So Arthur's got that one basically just by the scruff of the neck, sort of.
Yeah. I got him, but I'm basically holding up by his collar.
Look, we branched out. Don't feed me to the owl. Don't feed me to that thing. I'm cool. We're cool. We'll leave. You can keep all the stuff.
I say in a stage whisper, maybe we should feed it not to this owl, but maybe to the baby owls.
Please don't feed me to the owl. My mom always said I'd be eaten by a giant bird. Christ.
KARST just wants to shake the blood off of their hands and extremely slowly start moving toward the remaining salamanders.
I basically say, I look at the salamander and I go, you don't have to convince me. You have to convince them. And I point to KARST.
Okay, all right. We'll never do it again. We'll get rid of everything they hear. I just what do you want? Do you want us to is it? Do you not like the null? I'm so sorry. I didn't shoot you. It was him. When he says him, he points to 8 different spots where that salamander is now.
I'm gonna be sick. Over in the corner.
Hutch's hand reaches out of the box and pats Vidra on the back. This room in here.
No, thank you.
Good. Sambjorn beefed it.
I feel like
okay.
this whole time Simmons has been like his back has been to the scene. So he's just been like trying to talk to the bats, and he has no idea the fucking bloodbath that's happened behind him. He
Simmons
sees
is pulling
Vidra just
Tommy
like
guns out of
puke in the corner.
boxes.
Yeah. Simmons sees Vidra puke in the corner and go, "Oh God, are you okay?" Walks over and his hands are like a handful of bugs. Like, do you need these?
I'm good, thanks.
Hutch's hand reaches out of the box. He smells the bugs.
Give him to Hutch for sure.
So, what do you want to know from them, Arthur? They are going to be like as intimidated as I think somebody can get in a situation. Both of these two are scared. Like, if they have the tag scared.
All right. I look at them and I ask, what was your purpose for coming here? What were you trying to accomplish?
We're just reaching out. We're just branching out a little bit. Like, we took some stuff from neighboring areas. He said it was gonna. Well, not much you can do now. But we brought in some mana batteries that weren't being used in Dyad. Gonna sell those to the highest bidder. Really make a calling. Got a little bit of this glass we found in. We got a hot tip that it was underwater in the Silver Thimble. It's just like.
So who are you intending to sell all this merchandise to? You're aware that the bats are a peaceful people who really only desire snacks.
Oh,
Like,
we didn't even know. We didn't know the tunnel connected. This was just our safe house.
Where did you come in from then?
He's just like right up here, and like there is a lot worse rope ladders, not quite as good of quality, clearly not bending in with nature, like tacked onto the walls. Like you can see that they have come down from above. They've got a little like dock set up out there at the lake. Like we were just storing stuff, and one of us, Jacob, got spooked. And like some bats came around the corner. We didn't want witnesses. Jacob got spooked, stabbed one of them, and then couldn't even like finish him off. And well, now you're caught up. And you brought a giant bird. If he had died, we wouldn't be in this mess. Kill him, give it to the other two, no witnesses, bing bang boom, we're out. Go meet with the 6 feet under boss.
KARST moves slightly closer.
Arthur.
Can you roll me 2d20, KARST? And don't even use your tag. You don't need to use a tag point for it. You're basically playing on their flaw. You are attacking them via fear.
2d20, you say?
Yep, 2d20. So yeah, now roll me a d10. 2. It's still like it's a fifth of their HP they are losing to straight fear. The color is draining from their faces. They are in cold sweats. Like, who do you? Okay, we can set up a meet. Arthur, you know people in evil? Like, there's some new people moving around. There's some new people. They got a lot of gold. I just want a better life for me. In one way I don't have to work. I can take stuff from other people. That's all I want.
But that stuff is the other people's.
Just like they should have fought harder to keep it. If I can take it, and I'm real lazy. I have 2 flaws: scared and lazy.
Do you want us to make you more scared?
I can't. And he just faints. Then he snaps to. He's like, he sees KARST again, faints again. The owl is currently trying to pick the null metal out of its out of itself right now. But it is incredibly intimidating. It is just following behind Karst, just watching. So these two salamanders, world famous detective holding them by the scruff of the neck. Like, giant owl that loves to eat salamanders staring them down. Unknown creature that they had no concept existed staring at them after disemboweling one of their friends.
So they're having a good day, you're saying?
Yeah, these guys are doing great. The new leader of the Gravediggers is... Have you heard of the Gravediggers, Arthur? I'm sorry, Mr. Fourtusks.
That's new to me, I believe. But it's new to me, Will, the player. Is it something that Arthur knows, the character?
I think I wasn't gonna touch this one right away, but it is a crime group from the cemetery of evil. Like,
Okay.
They don't normally act outside, and normally they have been pretty weak. But with magic on the uptick, they are stronger and they are reaching out. You might have had some reports about it. Maybe you didn't believe it right away because it seemed silly.
Mm-hmm. All right. I've heard of them.
They're paying top dollar. They want stuff. They want magic stuff, and they want no magic stuff. It's just like there's a bit of a bidding war going on for, underground activities. And like he tries to move his armor like fixing a suit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So who's taken over leadership of them? Who's been your contact with them?
Currently, we talked to Truncheon. He's the 6 feet under boss. He's putting together a group of people in the cemetery. We could make introductions for you if we're alive. Just saying. Can't make introduction if I'm dead.
Interesting point.
You're still filming all this, right?
Of course.
And I kind of lean in close and I go, do you honestly think that Truncheon knows you? That he cares about you?
I mean, cares might be a bit far, but I know him. I know what he looks like. I can make sure you get the right guy.
Interesting. Right now you're making a case for your continued existence, but you may have convinced me, and that's the easy part. You still need to convince them. And I gesture over at our new friend. First, how you feeling about this?
They need to leave and never come back.
Yeah, we're out of here. You'll never see us again. You'll never even see anybody from a fan. You know what? I'm never gonna set foot on seasonal again, ever. This side, I've forgotten it existed. What was that around? I don't even remember. And the other one is just like repeatedly fainting, coming back, seeing you, fainting, coming back, seeing you. He's a fainting goat. It's real bad for him. We have your card. We'll give you a call as soon as we get in contact with them.
Tell you what, I don't trust you running off on your own. I think we can. I got room in the trunk of our cab. Take you back to the Silver Thimble, and when it's time, we'll take you. We're not letting you just run free. You're clearly not trustworthy enough. Plus, I have a feeling Krieg's gonna want to talk to you.
For this, they are so scared. Without spending any tag points, you can give me 3d20 and ignore 1-1. If there's 2 1s, it's gonna go. That's real bad. But you get to ignore one of the 1s if it's a 1. Yeah, 15, 9, and 12. 15 is more than enough. They are like, oh, yeah, we'll come with you. So, like willingly, like absolutely. Just like they raise their arms up as far as they can. I've got a knife on my belt here. I've got my side pistol as well. Please help me out. I don't want to be a threat. I'm good.
I disarm them, and then I start basically binding them up with some twine that I keep in my pockets, and then let's go ahead and frog march them back to the cab, and we'll drop the bats off at home.
Before we leave them, KARST is going to get quite low. As soon as they're tied up, KARST is going to get quite low in the face of the one that can remain conscious, and is going to point to the owl and ask, "What did you do to her? Why is she wrong?"
Just, they're just gonna be honest. That thing shoots no bullets. Is it somehow magical in some way? Like it doesn't like. I mean, the bullets are good against creatures like that. I don't know a lot about it. I'm from Dyad originally. I'm not from any of the I'm not from Dactylor or anything. I don't know a lot about Null. But I
KARST
can
is
tell
just
you.
gonna reach out and put their hand over his mouth to shut him up. And KARST is gonna look at Arthur with a look of do you know what the fuck this thing is talking about?
Arthur, Simmons, Vidra, all 3 of you would know that
Mm-hmm.
this being a magical creature, the null bullets in it, it will stop it from healing itself, and also will slowly poison and kill it unless you get those bullets out.
It's just like what happened to Miller.
Yep. So yeah, there are shards of poisonous metal in the creature that are going to slowly poison it, and they're stopping it from healing unless we can get those shards out.
And then pack a bunch of dirt in there.
No.
Yeah,
No.
dirt. Fill it with dirt.
We have to remove
with
the.
dirt.
We have to remove the bullets first.
Yes, we have to remove the bullets, period, before we do anything else. So we can see where the bullet holes are, right?
Oh, for sure. Granted, it's from a gun made for a salamander that's about 4 feet tall, so maybe a little bit smaller than normal bullets, but absolutely, this creature was shot 5 times before we got here.
All right.
There's at least there's probably 5 bullets in there.
All right. So I say to KARST, do you have the ability to calm this creature? Because one of us is going to have to reach into the creature's wounds to find the shards and extract them. That's going to be painful, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to die while I try to do this.
KARST is just gonna nod and move over to directly in front of the owl's face, so that if the owl bites something, it's gonna be KARST and not Arthur.
Okay. All right. So I pull out the investigator kit again, and again glove up, mask up, everything, pull out the tweezers, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to let's. Do you want me to do
Okay.
each wound separately, or
I don't think
Is it
so.
gonna-
I think so we know that it took 17 of its 30 damage HP. Like we know it's at 13 as far as its health.
right?
I am going to say that on your successes, like if you roll a success, you can roll an effectiveness die. That is how many of the bullets you're going to get out. Right now, it's a 6-sider.
Gotcha.
If somebody wants to give you a die, if KARST wants to give you a die from the help of any of their tags, or if Vidra has any tags or anything that they think would
So-
be useful, they can give you a die, or if Simmons as well.
I can tinker set up a stable light.
And I can use naturalist in like calming the bird and making it so it moves correctly and doesn't like jostle and be weird.
Absolutely. Would you, for both of their dice, would you rather have an extra 20-sider for success? Because anything, if you roll 14 or higher, you are able to roll the effectiveness die and then pull out that many bullets. If you roll a 10, 2, or 13, that is you pull that many out, but you also deal that much damage. And then the next one lower, you pull that many bullets out, but you deal twice that damage.
Okay. I
Or would
think
you
we
rather
want.
you could take an extra 20-sider or an extra 6-sider?
Okay. I think we need all the successes we can get, just to even get any of that in there. So I'm rolling 2d20 for my investigator, and then we're adding in another d20 for Karst and another for Vidra. Simmons, you got anything you want to throw into the pot?
It's gonna put some dirt in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we get a success, can I like shove some lichen and stuff in it to try to negate a little bit of the damage?
Yeah,
if there's
like
a success.
yeah, as long as there's a success.
I was
Okay.
joking.
Okay, so. All right. So I've got, I'm rolling 4.
All right. Give me 4d20. 19 and 18 are pretty good. The 4 and the 2 are dangerous, but like, don't worry. You rolling 19s all day. All right.
You
All right.
sneezed in it.
And now, are you doing 2 6-siders?
Yeah. This is how many
Simmons
bullets.
Yeah, this is how many bullets we get out. And this will be no damage. You guys are able to do this one with no damage. If you have to go back in there, if you only roll 2 1s, you know.
We'll find out.
All right. You with
Get
that
7.
you remove all 5 of those bullets and do an extra amount of like just like little like packing it in. Like that's where the dirt comes in. Like the 5 is the removing the bullets. Simmons got to 2 of the holes with the dirt.
Just to stabilize things.
And just for the record, I don't think the dirt works that way for anybody except for the bats and the creatures that live down here. Everything else, well, it'll probably work.
Oh, the owl lives down here, so.
Never mind, me and Nika just reminded me of lore, and it makes the most sense.
All right. So yeah, I've stabilized the owl. We've gotten the bullets out.
These 2 are packing the rest of the holes.
All right, cool.
Like Hutch and Sam Bjorn are just like, we got it, packing it in there. Oh, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
We gotta tell. What
Please
was
don't
the
eat us.
doctor's name? Merv?
Bert?
Mert?
Bert.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
Bert.
gonna tell Mert how
Like Burt's
good
Bees.
of a job they did. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Bert how good of a job they did when we get back. We gotta make sure.
Hutch just stands up. I should become a doctor. It's just like, look at my technique here. I packed this one completely.
Let's maybe beat it back to the surface here before things get too complicated. Meanwhile, KARST, thank you for your help. What's your long-term angle on this? Will we be able to count on your help in the future?
I know one thing: they're certainly trustworthy.
Karst is just gonna like look askance at Simmons, like, what? And thank Arthur for helping the bird. And then kind of like they look unsure about the rest of what he asked. Almost like they
Guess
don't know the concept of later, kind of.
I guess we'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
I think we should totally bring if you're willing. I think we should totally bring you back to the elders, because then if something does happen, we know we have another ally that can help us maybe figure out what else has going on in these caves. Because I imagine there's more to it. There's already more to it that we didn't know, and maybe you know more. And I gesture to Karst.
Karst will think about it for a second and like look around the cave and then nod and then kind of like look over at the boxes and point at them and be like, do you need them to come?
Yeah, we should probably take those. I know
So
some people who can make use of them.
Karst will go over and start like picking up as many as they can and then just make to follow.
The owl will definitely do the thing that parrots do to like fingers, where they like gently bite them, but to basically your head. Karst, like a couple like
Aw.
affectionate little like nibbles, and then it heads its way back across to its nest. It's limping. It's gonna be a little while before it's at 100%, but not too long. They pack that with so much dirt. So the whole way back, Hutch and Sambjorn are going on and on about their adventure. Like, can you believe it? We went on an adventure too. And then you guys all get back to the elder's house, and the excitement everywhere. Everybody's excited. Everybody's welcoming you all. It's just like, you did it. You saved them. Who are these lizard people? What is that? It's just like, hi, we love you, whatever you are. Would you like some snacks? Snack parade situation, everybody. Everybody is offered snacks. These two are clearly tied up, and they are still being offered snacks.
Got to make sure everybody is doing good. You can't just leave people hurt.
As Karst has 4 giant holes in their chest.
Good point. Do you, Alan? Do you think that Karst is made of stuff from the cave?
I think that is a
Oh no,
perfectly.
is Karst gonna get packed full of dirt?
I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to have work.
I'd like reach over and grab Karst's hand and be like, "Come on, we got to go see the doctor," and just drag Karst into the. If I can't like pull as strong as when a little kid grabs somebody and it's like, "Come on, we got to go this way." Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, depending on whether or not the adult wants to follow.
Just Simmons with jars and jars of dirt.
I have you like grabbing like their pinky finger.
Exactly. Yes.
Vidra's just like, man, I got like such a good shot of this, and then you check the camera, and it's just Simmons packing dirt into nothing. Just Simmons playing with dirt.
Like a sandbox.
Roll me 2d20, Simmons. I want to see
Oh god.
canonically how well this does. Really good. I think the amount of null that was in you, Karst, is being replaced by, like, the soil it turns silver and bright for a second, and then it just becomes your amount of, like, ectoplasm or whatever it is you are made of. Just the dirt becomes it, and you no longer feel like you have holes. Like, it's tight, like skin gets tight after a scarring, but eventually that'll go away.
Nice. Karst will like crouch down so they're close to Simmons' height, I guess, and just like, thank you.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't here earlier, but I was telling Arthur earlier. This guy, this doctor, he knows his stuff. He does good every time, except for, I mean, don't worry about the last time. Every other time is fantastic.
He looks over at Miller. She's like, he's doing great, I'll have you know. Now that we have him on the correct dosage of dirt to lichen, he'll be fine in a matter of days.
Simmons runs over and like smacks him on the chest, and it's like, "Hey, buddy, I'm glad you're doing better."
Just
Again with the stage whispering, Vidra just kind of like elbows Arthur in the knee and just goes, "Should we tell them?"
Nah, they wouldn't believe us.
So, back to the elders with your criminals who are being fed snacks. I'm just, like, quick, like, recapping them. So, smugglers using our tunnels, bringing that null metal stuff, it burns nature, you say? It burns the caverns. And this new friend Karst, are you what were haunting the tunnels? No.
Haunting?
Do we have anything to worry about the burrowers?
No. Just don't make them mad.
Never. We would never. Now these fools, and Keaton throws a grub at one of the lizards and hits him right in the face. We will find our way through the tunnels that you've marked. We will clean out any of the null metal that they left behind. Is there a proper way to dispose of it, or do we need to deliver it somewhere? I don't know if we've ever discussed how to destroy null metal.
Yeah, I was just trying to. I mean, I'm assuming Arthur, you've probably like somebody has like a lockup for this kind of thing, right?
Yeah, we've got
Prepare explosives.
repositories. But we've got repositories where we keep this stuff. Like there's basically a null metal armory back at the Thimble.
Using things responsibly makes sense. We're gonna keep our tunnels clear of it.
That sounds
That's
smart.
probably wise.
There might be more karsts out there.
There might be. There also might be more of those owls. So like,
There's
just make
plenty
sure
more
that
of the owls.
There are definitely more owls.
good. Maybe we can. I don't know.
Also, some really big fish.
Do you think we could talk to the? Do you think we are the out?
We did see the fish.
Are you trying to domesticate the owl,
Not
Simmons?
domesticate. No, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that we could like offer a partnership to the owls. Because I don't think domestication is the right way to go, because they seem like they have their own shit going on. Karst, do you know, would we be able to like, if we're
Negotiate?
if we're in the mutual favor of like protecting the tunnels, do you think we'd be able to count on them to help us like alert us when something happens?
I think you can definitely depend on them to defend their tunnels. And they will not, insofar as I am aware, come close to your tunnels. But please know that you look very much like food to them. So any attempts at communication should be undertaken very, very carefully. Do not try to communicate with the fish, it will not work.
Good to know. Like, yeah, you guys might be able to flipper your way into a conversation with the owls, but that fish? Fuck that fish.
I'd rather not, thank you.
I also. Alright, so we are taking in these two captors. Because they are clearly, they're baddies. We know that they're baddies. We're not cops, but we can take a guy or two in as a treat. And then, I would like to take care of this in a follow-up game where we meet the 6 feet under boss. He's a zombie
Sounds
named
like
Truncheon.
fun.
I love him.
Sounds fun.
Alright, so let us go to our experience spreadsheet. Arthur, you used Brawler, Investigator, and Spiritualist. I think
And
multiple
cab driver.
times. And cab driver is like a special tag. That one doesn't level up. You are just
You're
always
just good
will
at
have
it.
That because that one can't be leveled up because we know that if you lose your medallion, whoever takes that medallion, they get the taxi driver.
Right.
So would you like to put an experience in Brawler, Investigator, or Spiritualist?
Let's put it in investigator.
Absolutely. And Simmons, you were charming, you were an explorer, and you were folksy, but also you were naive. Where would you like to put a point of experience?
If I put a point in naive, does it make it better or worse?
If you get naive up to 3 times, you get a positive tag. It doesn't mean you're not naive, but it's like it has a charming air to it. Like people like you because you were that way. You can use it as a benefit. But if you just want to leave it as never getting better, then I would say put it in something else.
I kind of enjoy never getting better. We'll go with charming.
Karst, sorry, I was supposed to be going alphabetical order, but I messed up. Karst, you definitely used monstrous, naturalist, and protected. Did you roll a 20 on something? I thought you did.
I think I did.
It was the
So
first
did-
roll.
And
Yeah.
Vidra
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So, you were rolling monstrous your first 20, right? That's when you
Think so.
you pop that guy's face off.
Yes.
And you were rolling tinkerer or manipulator.
Oh no, I think it was while I was like screaming at everybody.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, manipulator for sure.
Yeah.
That's up to this one. Absolutely. All right. Now back to Karst for. Do you want to put another point into monstrous, or do you want to put one into naturalist or protector?
Monstrous.
All right. So 2 into monstrous from this game, And Vidra, you have Charming. Manipulator has already got one on it, and you also have Tinkerer.
All right. I like Tinkerer.
All right, Manipulator
lot.
and Tinkerer. All right, so Arthur got +1 in Instigator. Investigator. Instigator.
Instigator.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're +1 in Investigator, and Karst, you are +2 Monstrous. Simmons, you are +1 Charming. Vidra, you are +1 Manipulator and +1 Tinker. And yeah, and the next, going forward, I'm not 100% sure it'll be you guys' next game to meet the 6 feet under boss, but we are not. Those guys are not acting against you until you have an opportunity to act against them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, that is that. I would like everybody to thank Amy and welcome Amy to the crew. Playing KARST.
Welcome. Yay, you were so much fun.
Nice to meet you.
It only took us years.
It wasn't years. It was years. It took me years too, though. So.
It took Chris years, and we've been working on Chris as long. We've been working on Amy as long as we've been working on Chris. Everybody be cool. 4 RP involving KARST. I'm not sure if you're gonna do it or not, but like I did for Talus, things that he would know, things that you guys would know, answering easy questions for you here. KARST does not know what they are. And none of our readings read KARST as the same thing as anything else. There is spirit to it, yes. Whose body is that? Shrug. What are those clothes made of? Oh. They are not old magic. They are something inherently new. So, just so we know, looking at KARST, studying KARST, if KARST lets you, is new area. Exactly them. You would just see them. I think you would see it almost as a picture of, there are no words that describe what they are, so you can only see them as, colors, or, if somebody perfectly described a picture of them, I think is what you would see. Because everything else is unknowable. Well, not unknowable, unknown. It's not written down anywhere what KARST is. Alright, and real quick, there is a game on Tuesday, everybody, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Looking forward to it. You all did amazing. Thank you for joining me in the now named Cowl. Didn't name it before, named it now. The bats live under the ground, and Simmons, well, adorable. Not specifically an outlier to bats, I guess. All of them are naive. I didn't know I was going to play it like that, but here we are.
It makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Simmons goes out further than they do.
It's just, yeah, Simmons is the most adventurous. And you know that because he left home. They will explore the tunnels, but they don't leave home.
Yeah, big Hobbit energy there.
Yeah, right. I like the fact that these bats are bats but hobbits, but then there are also squirrels above that are basically squirrels but hobbits. The two cultures are like sister cultures.
Nice.
With that, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Protecting all through strife and storm, seem guardians defend. Their mission pure, their promise sworn, steadfast till the end. Mysticians seek what lies untold, with spells of newfound lore. Lighting paths and opening gates to magic's very core. Raise the banner, let it fly, united we stand tall. Our spirit bold and our courage bright, to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know.